Today we will be going over r/Idontworkherelady, where OP gets a promotion before ever getting hired. Today, I walked into Walmart wearing jeans and a red Deadpool shirt with the arms cut off the shirt. For a minute, I ended up picking up a pair of jeans, some socks, some boxers, and a couple of packs of simple, cheap shirts. As you can see, I was just renewing my minimalist wardrobe. Then, a guy walked up with a cart and asked if I carry anything by Fruit of the Loom. I felt awkward about the way he asked that, so I asked, "You said, do you carry?" When he confirmed that's what he said, I said, "I don't work here, man, I'm shopping." Then, I politely helped him to think through this kind of interaction for next time. I said, "See, I'm not wearing a Walmart uniform," and made my Deadpool shirt more apparent. He said, "Yeah, but you're carrying a lot of things." I just walked away and moved on with my life. Oh boy, reading the stories on here reminded me of my vacation in Las Vegas. In 2020, I was starting out in culinary school. I had an excited smile and bright eyes. I wanted to wear my culinary school jacket almost everywhere I went. My Nona, grandmother, was turning 72 around this time, so I decided to celebrate with her in her apartment in Vegas. On Nona's birthday, she surprised me with a trip to Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. I should have known something was up when she said, "Don't forget your chef's jacket." Nona wanted to do something extremely special for her 72nd. So there I was, waiting in line at one of the most famous culinary masters' restaurants, in my freshly ironed culinary school jacket. When we got up to the stand where you have a way to bring you to the table, Nona exclaimed to the host, "We came to celebrate my birthday, and my granddaughter is in chefing school. We're celebrating her getting straight A's too." The host then said he'd have a special mention for me, and we got a table close to the open kitchen. The waiters started referring to me as chef. I was on cloud 9, and Nona seemed to really enjoy how happy I was. "My favorite birthday present is you being here with me," she would later tell me. Then, the room seemed to darken after we got our appetizer salads. I heard a high shriek from behind me. How come they got their salad first? We've been here long before them. She doesn't even need those calories. Now I'm used to fat remarks. On Gabriel Iglesias's levels of fatness, I'm fluffy. I just knew she was talking about me. Then the hen-pecking sounding steps of Karen's two thin-heeled peep toes come closer. She stands in front of me, claw machine-looking manicured nails on her hips. "Are you going to eat that? You don't need it, you know. Stop eating what's meant for customers." Nona tries to interrupt. "Don't talk that way to my gran." "Shut up, you old hag, and get some help for your stupid hand." Nona has tremors very badly in her right hand from a work accident and she can barely keep it still. That's when I stood up, back straight, and faced Karen, arms across my chest. I smiled while gritting my teeth. "Lady, I don't work here. I'm not qualified to work here yet. I don't know how you think I'm an employee. The chefs are right there behind the line, as you can plainly see. And I recommend next time you get your nails done, don't let them be longer than chopsticks. Don't be rude to your elders." Karen gasped and asked, "Your mama didn't raise you right, child?" "I'm 19, and you're right. My dad raised me to be honest and hardworking. Now please get out of my face before I have a panic attack the size of your ego." I was actually shaking by this point. I forget what happened in the end, but I do remember we were given free dessert. So yesterday I was at my favorite local supermarket. I've been shopping there pretty much once a week for the past 6 years. I know the place like the back of my hand. I know most of the employees by name. I live in a small town of 4,000 people. As I'm standing in the taco aisle, trying to decide exactly how hard to punish my bathroom later, I picked ghost pepper salsa, so a lot. I am approached by a woman who must have been 75 if she was a day. SL will be sweet lady, and M will be me. SL, son, can you help me locate the aluminium foil? M, sure, it's right up this way. Walks her to aisle 7B. It's pretty high up, let me grab it for you. Do you want the Reynolds, or the store brand? SL, the name brand please. Hands her a 200-foot roll. Do you need help finding anything else? I'm a walking directory of this store. SL, hands me her shopping list. I spent about 10 minutes filling her cart with heavy/hard-to-reach items, and then I got back to my shopping with a smile and a have a great day. As I'm standing in the checkout, I see the SL arguing with the floor manager, Greg. He goes to my church, we're pretty familiar with each other, over by the express line. I pay for my groceries, and walk over to be nosy, and maybe help out. SL is telling Greg that the big guy with the red beard helped her. I didn't get his name and she wants to see him get a bonus, promotion, or employee of the month, something. Greg is insistent that no one with that description works there. I get to the counter, and before I can explain that I don't even work there, Greg pipes up. G, to SL, oh, you mean Mark? Yeah, he's one of our best employees. G, to me, Mark, this lady has been over here singing your praises for the past 5 minutes. I didn't even know you were working today. Me, lying through my teeth, well, Sharon, a cashier I know, called me and said we were slammed, so I came in on my day off. Gee, well that's some real initiative. How would you like to be assistant to the regional manager? We're both huge Office fans. Oh my god, thank you. Are you sure? Gee, well, you've definitely earned it. SL, see, this is why I shop here instead of Walmart, even though you guys charge more. You care about your employees, and your employees care about your customers. So that is how I became assistant to the regional manager at a store I am not even employed by. This happened a few days ago. Sorry for the formatting, I am on my phone. I work as a substitute teacher at various local high schools. I am 24 but obviously look younger according to this teacher. At equals angry teacher. Me equals self-explanatory. AT, why aren't you in uniform? And no phones during school. I thought he was talking to a student so I ignored him. AT, excuse me, don't ignore me. He said as he snatched my phone out of my hand. Me, what the FK, give that back, I'm not a student. That's detention for swearing at a teacher. You will get your phone back at the end of the day. Now you will come down to the office and tell the principal about how disrespectful you are being. By this point I thought it would be funnier to let him complain to the principal who I play netball with and watch his reaction. He was raging, saying I deserved to be suspended and that students always had their phones out yada yada. The principal and I were just trying not to laugh before she told him I was a teacher too. Me, now give me my phone back. Don't you have a class to teach? Because I do. I have never seen anyone go so red. This story is kinda different, in the way that I, employee, witness to autistic young man, maybe 14 years old, get caught up in some crazy lady idle situation. Let me set the scene for you. I, working as door greeter watching out for lost customers and folks with returns, working in lawn and garden section, I see this autistic young man. I guess he is autistic, as he seems predominantly focused on his action and kinda has the actions of an autistic individual. This young man is sorting and moving potted flowers around, putting them in a very specific order, matching colors, size of pots, and height of the flowers themselves, doing an amazing job at it too I may add. He is bothering no one and most folks are just noticing him doing a bang-up job, but this one old crone of a woman sees him working. She stands behind this young man, arms folded and tapping her foot. At first I was thinking maybe it was her son or someone she was shopping with, but the next thing she did proved to me I was mistaken. She clears her throat in that dreaded fashion we all know, ahem, excuse me, you need to help me. The young man pays her no mind, continuing with his task. She doesn't like this, she clears her voice and replies louder. You are not listening to me, you are going to help me now. Before I can walk to her and ask her what she needs, she reaches out and grabs this young man by the right arm just above his elbow. I guess the sudden action of this and the young man's condition caused him to spin around and jerk his arm away from this lady, and the sudden movement startled the old woman, causing her to step backwards and lose her balance, causing her to sit down on her butt. It was like in slow motion watching her go from standing to sitting on the ground. By the time I reached the young man to see if he was okay, his mother had shown up and was asking what had happened. Before I could say anything, the woman who had caused this was up and berating this young man, saying he attacked her and she will have him fired and arrested. Meanwhile, this young man was almost crying and his mother was shocked. I told the mom to take her son and calm him down, that he has done nothing wrong and just make sure he is okay. Crazy old women didn't like that I took his side. She began to lie and tell me she was the victim and she didn't do anything, that the employee, young man, attacked her. I told her not so kindly. 1. She was a liar and I had witnessed the whole incident. 2. The young man you forcibly grabbed does not work here and you assaulted him. By now a crowd has gathered, and the crazy woman has noticed that no one is giving her looks that they believe her side of the story. She just puts her head down and walks quickly out the store. When I turned to check on the young man and his mother, she was smiling at me and was thanking me for my help. She shops here regularly and the young man likes to arrange the flowers. It's calming to him. I express my regrets about the whole incident. The young man walks over to me and pats my shoulder once and goes back to the flowers. The mom informed me that was the equivalent of a high five from. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment which subreddit you would like to see in the future. I will be coming out with new content every day, so make sure to turn notifications on.